the 1700s. It has a lot of great photos and information. It's written by Heidi Winziger and Mary Smith. I think that we should look at this and reflect about the history of Mount Holly and the importance and how vital it is, how significant we are. A lot of signs say point to Mount Holly if you go on the highway, so this is a great book. As far as the commission is concerned, there's a lot of people here. I put in to be on the historical commission and others. They get in it, okay, maybe next time. But in fact to me, there's a lot of people. Jeff, for one of them, antique shop. He and his family is well qualified. There are other people here who are well qualified to be on it as well. I question why.
Dave, I'm not sure if you were here, but we appointed 5 people to the historic commission today.
Yeah, I know you did, but you didn't appoint other people who were on the meeting. And here's a follow-up question. Why is it that a lot of you are on multiple committees? A lot of you serve on multiple committees. I don't get that, but hey, it is what it is, right? And as far as this is concerned, you have ordinance here. Resolution, let me see how many taxes. 2547 working all the way down to 2549 or 2550. Is that taxes? Houses, tax, you're buying property? What are you doing with that?
Can you be more specific?
Are you buying any property? Because I have here a stack of papers of the property that you bought. They're in the town that you sold for $1. You sold for $1. And you pay no taxes on those properties for 20 years.
Will you please stop?
You let me finish and I'll stop.
You want me to answer your question?
You can answer the question when I'm finished. That's fine, I'm finished, go ahead. Go ahead, answer the question.
I'll pass on answering.
Okay, then why did you disturb me? This is part of what they were saying about mutual respect.
Did you read this?
I asked the question before and I did read it, yes.
Nowhere does it say.
But I'm asking, and if it doesn't say that, I'm pointing at property here that has been for the taxes. All you gotta do is Oprah it, like Jeff said, Oprah. Everybody can get it. Now, as far as the traffic,
Seriously,
excuse me?
the resolution is online. It explains in detail what this is.
I'm not just questioning that. I'm questioning properties that you bought for $1 and we're not getting taxes for 20 years on it. And it's just sitting there. So, here we go. There goes my time. 3 minutes. That's what they said. 3 minutes isn't enough. I got a bunch of other ones.
But I'll let you finish.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Banks. And the other one is the marijuana. I want to know what message are we sending to the kids if we have so many? We say no to drugs, and yet we kind of put drugs is okay now. I mean, that's not a good thing. That's something that we need to be concerned about. I mean, one of the things that one of the ladies mentioned as well is traffic. How do we know it's just drunking? Or maybe it's because of marijuana. Or maybe they're looking at a cigarette. Maybe it was something else. Maybe the speeding too. The speeding situation is a concern. And as I said before at the last meeting, one of the traffic officers almost got hit twice by a car. So I appreciate if we can address, maybe slow it down. We can take it to the county, Burton County. We go to the meetings. If we can take it there and propose to them, slow it down to 20 miles per hour, or limit some of the traffic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Banks. Is there anyone that's standing up in the back? Have any, a chance for comments, questions? All right, I'm seeing none. We're gonna close the public portion, and we're gonna move on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda, all items listed with an asterisk are considered routine by the council and be enacted by one motion. Should a council member wish to discuss a consent agenda item separately, that item can be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence. Council, is there anyone who wants to remove anything from the consent agenda and vote on it separately?
Yes.
What are the numbers?
2025-54 and 2025-47 through 50.
We're gonna remove 54. 47 through 50.
Yes, you could put 47 through 50 together if you like.
Anything else?
Yeah.
She doesn't have any. Mr. Brown, you have anything?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll remove resolutions 47, 48, 49, 50, and 54. We'll vote on them separately. We'll take resolutions 51, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, the approval of the bill list and the department head reports all in one motion. Can I get a first?
First.
We have a first. We have a second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Astor?
Sorry, which one are we voting on?
The consent.
This is consent agenda. The one's not pulled.
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so resolutions number 2025-47, resolution authorizing assignment of a tax certificate, tax sale certificate to 84 Levis Drive. Can we get a first?
You want to do it together or separately?
You can do them together.
47, 48, 49, and 50?
Yes.
All right, so we'll do 47, 48, 49, 50, all in one motion. Can we get a first?
Motion to approve.
Can we get a first?
Second.
You have a second? Roll call, please.
Ms. Astor?
Abstain.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, we have resolution 2025-54, the resolution establishing guidelines for public comment on our township meetings.
Yes, I'd like to make a recommendation, I'm hearing, comments of the community to increase the time allotted for speaking to comply with the county with 4 minutes, as opposed to 3.
4 minutes.
So it's a motion, Mr. DeFalco, Councilman DeFalco, to amend.
To amend.
Yeah.
Is there a second to that?
We have a second? Roll call, please.
This is just for the amendment.
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Abstain.
Mr. Burkus? Sorry. Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes. All right, so now since resolution 54 was amended, now let's adopt 54. Can I get a first?
Motion to approve 2025-54.
We have a first. A second. I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Ms. Astor?
No.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
No.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes. All right, resolution 54 has passed. All right, we have one more resolution. This resolution is for consideration by council. We have resolution 2025-52. It's a resolution introducing and approving first reading of the 2025 budget, authorizing publication of the budget and providing for public hearing on May 15, 2025 at 6 p.m. here in council chambers. Can we get a motion?
Motion to approve resolution 2025-52.
Second. We have a second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on. Josh, you have anything to report?
Two quick things, we're looking to decrease the speed in Garden Street to lower that, so we might as well exit county.
To lower Washington Street too as well? Yes, can we make that?
And, Bank of America building, we met with the USG agricultural people, and everything's going well there. The notice to proceed should probably be around May 1st, it's 180 days.
Okay, thank you. Tom, anything?
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing further this evening.
All right. Starting with council, Ms. Burkus.
Yeah, just a couple quick things. I wanted to thank the Presbyterian Church as well as any of the other organizations who participated in the egg hunt on Sunday, yesterday. It was an amazing event. One of my favorite of the year. And I know Tara and I gave out over 700 eggs, so that's a lot of kids participating, which is amazing. It's wonderful to see everybody walking around and having such a great time. And also, on a really positive note, congratulations to Lieutenant Bailey. I'm really excited to see his career continue to advance. I'm very excited about that and the direction in which our police department is heading. I'm very proud of the group. I will just want to mention one thing about the guidelines for public speaking. I want to say I appreciate the work that was done to kind of soften it and make it a little less severe than the first time that we read it. I also, it was a little bit torn because in a session that I participated in the Open Public Meetings Act, on the Open Public Meetings Act at the New Jersey League of Municipalities last year, they actually spoke about the importance of having something like that in writing. So I was a little bit torn on how I was going to vote on that, because I understood the reasons why you want to have something like that in place, and most municipalities do. The issue, though, that I have right now is that we aren't holding ourselves or some of our own employees to those same standards. There's some issues happening that I'm incredibly unhappy with that actually kind of, the irony is not lost on me, that we're asking potentially our public to behave maybe better than some of our own. So that is really why I voted no. It wasn't like just lock, stock, and barrel that I thought the whole thing was a bad idea. I appreciate the work done. I just wanted to mention that out loud, although it did pass. And I do also appreciate the increase to 4 minutes. And you know, that I just wanted to let everybody know why I voted the way I did, because sometimes things are a little bit more nuanced than just being able to say yes or no. And thanks for coming out. I appreciate always seeing packed house, and also appreciate the work. I can already sense some additional cooperation happening recently. I can tell you that behind the scenes here, and it is incredibly encouraging and inspiring, and let's hope it continues. That's it for me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Burkus. Ms. Astor?
All right, I'm going to speak in the microphone so you can hear. Yes, also to, is in agreement with Councilwoman Burkus, the resolution 2025-54 for public comment. I understand the need for guidelines, but you know, from my opinion, it should just say that you have 4 minutes and no swearing. We keep it simple. I don't want to be in a position where I'm trying to interpret what someone is saying, whether I, as the mayor, and feels that what you're saying we may not like. I mean, it's just too subjective. And so I had to vote no, even though I supported extending it to 4 minutes. Anything that we can do to encourage expression and free speech, we could stand here for 4 minutes and criticize us and tell us how awful we are. It's your right. Excuse me. And then also, as Councilwoman Burkus said, how we all treat you, council people, the solicitor, the clerk, township manager, anyone in leadership. We need to treat you via email the same that we treat you in person, with the same level of respect. That is paramount, and we have definitely seen instances of residents being unbelievably disrespected via email. As far as getting locked out, I myself have been locked out at fire commission and planning board meetings. It's unacceptable. We need to have some kind of a solution, whether there's a block left in the door. Not everyone can get here at exactly 6 p.m. or whatever, and there's no way for them to indicate that they're locked out. So we need to fix it. I don't want to be locked out of a meeting either. It's unacceptable. Very important note, the May meeting for council will be 6 p.m. Thursday, May 15th. There's some scheduling issues with other members of council. So sorry, I'm gonna make sure I don't miss anything. And as far as the cannabis delivery, I know Kim and I talked about it a lot. It is something that will help the existing businesses, and if you look at any of the businesses that we welcomed here in town, I want them to thrive, and the better that they do, the more revenue they bring, and a lot of that delivery will actually be to other towns. So I was in support of that after doing a lot of research and asking questions. And I think that is it. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you, Ms. Astor. Mr. Brown? Thank you. Mr. Parker?
Thank you. So I appreciate everyone coming out tonight, providing their comments during the public session this evening. I have quite a bit of notes here in my notepad, and I'm going to try to address as much as I can, but of course, everyone knows how to contact me, so please do if I missed something on my paper here. The big theme was code enforcement. A lot of people talked about it. Jeff, I remember maybe 8, 7, 10 years ago, back when Dal was on the council, we started this process where we walked around the properties, used to do it with Dow. I'll volunteer, walk around, just do it. We should make sure everything looks good. So I just wanted to say that. Whoever brought up, I forget who it was, I wrote on top and I highlighted it about the human services stuff. Just send me some information, just forward that. If you could just send me some information on that, and then we can take a deeper look into maybe put something together, okay? The other thing, someone talked about the hospital and you know, the expansion of what they're doing. And what I'll say is the reason why we turned down that ordinance last week was exactly for the reason which I spoke to you about. I'm not sure, I can't see where you are right now. You're in the back, way back. We don't want to give the perception that we are aligning in any way with the hospital to take over anybody's homes. If they want to make a private purchase with an individual in a residential area, that's business between 2 individual companies or a person to make the determination at the end of the day. Putting in a label on somebody's property could give a misinformation or be subjective to a thought process that is what is at the end of the day. So, you know, we will keep our commitment on that, at least I will keep my commitment on that. We did talk about sewage capacity over there. I do sit as the chair on the MUA, and I can tell you 100% that there is 100% capacity for the sewer authority in this township and all the townships that feed into it, actually in abundance. So there is the ability to service more sewage and wastewater. Not that I want to see more sewage and wastewater go in there, but again, that would be on the purview of the hospital submitting any plans, because no one on this board has seen any plans on what they may or may not do in the area, aside from, I guess, hearsay or what people are talking about in the back channel. So until we see something come, before us, we wouldn't have an answer to be able to give any inclination on what may or may not go behind somebody's house or a wall or things of that nature. I do think the increase in time for speaking is warranted. Just for the mere fact, I've sat up here for over 10 years, missing, and then came back, and I don't think there's anybody who ever talked just for 3 minutes, to be honest. And even we have it here, and I think people still talk past 2 minutes, so it doesn't make any sense to give an exception every time somebody speaks. We need to at least at minimal comply with what the county does. Otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad everybody approved to amend that resolution to do so. Truck traffic, that's another hot topic. It's been, I don't know, Nick, 10, 12, 15 years in the conversation piece of it. And we will hopefully get that resolved, and somebody will have an answer for everybody on the truck traffic. We're making waves with historic. We got the first 5 individuals. We have some very smart people that are going to be on there. Amy Evans-Myers was the president at one time, so she brings a wealth of knowledge. We have also a bunch of other individuals, including somebody with all the appropriate degrees that are needed to be able to give the state everything that they need to make sure that we qualify and are recertified as a historic town with the commission. So very happy to have everybody on there. And these are just the first 5 seats that are available that that we are getting going. And understand that we still have to modify the ordinance, comply with the state, submit that, pass that, and get our recertification from the state once it's all completed. So once all those go through, then the sitting individuals that were appointed will be able to have an official meeting and get some things done. The only other thing that I think I have on here, because there's still more code enforcement, Washington Street, I think it was addressed with the speed. I don't think lowering the speed personally is gonna make a difference. I think if someone's gonna speed, they're gonna speed. We play the game in different areas, then I don't care if it's 30 or 25 or 15 or 45, they're gonna go fast. One way or the other, I think the only way to actually get that resolved is to put physical officers on that road and give people tickets, period.
Thank you.
And hopefully, with the increase of officers through the UEZ, maintaining the downtown area, that'll give two officers the ability to focus more on the outskirts of town, which includes the Washington Street area and others. So that would give us eventually 4 people on staff to look over the town. But I'm sure I missed something that's on here. I'll do what Kim said. That was an awesome event yesterday. Unfortunately, we rescheduled. I walked up and down. My wife did some eggs too. I couldn't believe it, 700 some eggs. That was like a 2-day Philly eggs contest at home. But it was fun seeing all the children walking around getting eggs, and some winning baskets, which is pretty cool. The weather worked out for everyone to go down and do that. So if I miss anything, you know how to reach me. I won't take any more time. Thank you for coming out, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Falco, Deputy Mayor. And for us, for me, I'd like to thank everybody that came out tonight. We appreciate your comments and your effort. Also, I'd like to thank the Environmental Committee for their work a few weeks ago when they started to clean up the town. We have a great committee. They're doing a lot of good things right now. I think there's a lot more cleanups that are planning to happen too as well. So they are. Yes, and so we did go to the Environmental Committee back in. We started a community garden. So the community garden is on our property, is located down there by Monroe Park. I think the lots are $25 donation for anyone. I know we plan to, I think we have, as a township, will have a few plots there to donate to people who want to take care of them as well. I helped build those beds initially back in November, and we're looking for more. If the community garden is to work, we need the community to come together and take care of that, grow garden and grow vegetables for people that maybe even need, dealing with the prices that we're dealing with now, that might be beneficial for everyone to come together to help other people that may be in need. So that's one thing. And so if you need more information about the community garden, please reach out to us and we'll have the environmental chair and those individuals get the information back to you. But I'd like to thank them too for their cleanup efforts too as well. They did a phenomenal job. I think we had one of the largest turnouts a few weeks ago. So that was great. Also, I'd like to thank the individuals from the First Presbyterian Church. Yesterday was packed, and it was good to see kids walking, collecting eggs, and being respectful, not taking other people's eggs or trying to get too much. But it was good to see, and I'd like to thank all the volunteers as well. Mount Holly knows how to put on events, so we appreciate that, and we appreciate the effort from everyone else. And for me, that's it. We'll see you guys next month, May 15th. I know we have to change the date due to some schedule.